When faith finds a way, there are roads that seem closed, crowds that block every door, bodies that no longer answer the will to rise anymore. Yet something cannot be bound by weight or limitation, the faith that lives in hope and moves from hand to hand. And when faith is carried in love, even rooftops can open. In that town filled with footsteps crossing dust-covered streets, there lay a man unmoving, confined to where he would meet each passing day horizontally, watching life move on by, while deep within his silence lived a longing to rise. He heard that Jesus had entered, teaching with mercy and grace, and in the stillness within him awoke a quiet faith. If only I could reach him, something new would begin. Where faith finds a pathway, Jesus always can move. When love lifts the helpless, the impossible yields. Nothing holds hope captive when it dares to believe. Those who come before Christ find new life to receive. Friends who carry. Four friends saw his longing, read the hope in his eyes, and together decided they would help him arise. They lifted his mat in silence, shared the weight in their hands, every step held steady by compassion's command. But the house was surrounded, crowds pressed close all around, no entrance remaining, no way through the ground. The path seemed completely ended, yet love did not retreat. Where faith finds a pathway, Jesus always can move. When love lifts the helpless, the impossible yields. Nothing holds hope captive when it dares to believe. Those who come before Christ find new life to receive. They climbed to the roof above them, over voices and throng, carefully opening space where the ceiling was strong, slowly lowering the mat by rope, steady and sure, bringing him down to the center where the teacher stood near. And the room fell to stillness, time seemed briefly to cease, as the faith from the rooftop descended in trust and belief. Where faith finds a pathway, Jesus always can move. When love lifts the helpless, the impossible yields. Nothing holds hope captive when it dares to believe. Those who come before Christ find new life to receive. Jesus saw living faith there, not only in the man, but in those who had carried him by love's steady hands. Before speaking to body, he spoke deeper within. Son, your sins are forgiven. Some questioned his power, doubting what he had said, yet Christ's gaze remained certain, truth and mercy outspread. Then he turned to the paralytic, rise, take your mat and walk. Where faith finds a pathway, Jesus always can move. When love lifts the helpless, the impossible yields. Nothing holds hope captive when it dares to believe. Those who come before Christ find new life to receive. Strength flowed into his limbs, life where stillness had been. The one always carried now rose standing within. He lifted the mat once beneath him, walked before every eye. The burden that held him now left far behind, and awe filled the gathering, praise rising aloud.
We have never seen this.
There are burdens none carry alone, doors no strength can break through, but faith shared in compassion keeps reaching anew. Love that bears another becomes pathway and guide, and when brought before Jesus, no limit survives. Where faith finds a pathway, Jesus always can move. When love lifts the helpless, the impossible yields. Even when all voices say no way remains, faith that perseveres still reaches his name. Those who trust in Christ rise to stand once more. In him life begins beyond what was before. The healing of the paralytic reveals no barrier can hold one carried by faith. Love that bears another opens impossible ways, and Christ still speaks.
Rise.
For where faith arrives, life stands again.
Always.